Hey, it's been a couple of weeks, but I've been really busy lately with the fair going on, but I'm ready to get another video game explored. Welcome to the Dungeon Crawl. The game I picked to take a look at this week is a game that was a PS2 exclusive that received critical acclaim for its gameplay, and it is an excellent game. It's one of my favorites, and its name is Dark Cloud. First, I'd like to talk about the boss monsters. I'll probably make another video later about the enemies and the weapons, but the boss monsters is what I really want to do right now. The first one in the game is Dran, the Divine Beast. I've done this research before, but the only concrete connection to mythology I could ever find is that it's the Beast King of Celtic mythology, Cernunnos. He only shares a few similarities, though. Dran is a large winged rabbit with horns and the power to shoot fireballs out of his mouth. Cernunnos, on the other hand, is more of a satyr, standing on two hooved legs with large antler-like horns. He's called the Horn God or the Divine Beast. The horns in the title are the only connections that really exist aside from them both being gods, though. The next one is Master Utan, a large green furred ape man. He is clearly based on Bigfoot while also possessing a name as well as the arms of a real ape, the orangutan. But that's all there is to this boss. Next up is Lysaya. She embodies the Ice Queen trope in an almost literal sense. She lived almost 200 years before the events of the game, destined to be married to a commoner in the city she ruled. The man never appeared at the altar of the church, though, and thus she threw herself off the bow of her ship. Her loyal subjects sank her ship in her honor, where a music box that symbolized the love of the lovers was. It also contained her soul. She's basically the Broken Bird Ice Queen, someone who's previously been hurt and now will let no one in. I'm not going to spoil the ending of her story, though, because while it has very little to do with the actual story of the game, it's an amazing story in my honest opinion. I will say, though, that she does end up with a thawed heart, and that's all that really matters. Just a couple more things about her, though. Her name is Portuguese for skirt, and the city she rules is based on a district of New York called Queens. Next, we have the King's Curse, and this one's a bit harder to pin down, and I haven't been able to narrow down the exact king this boss is based on, but the whole theme is Egyptian. He actually has no story whatsoever, though, and the story is more focused on Ungaga, the companion of the dungeon. Egyptian pharaohs are known for their curses, though, so there's literally no other explanation and nothing more to the boss, unfortunately. But here's the fun one. We have Minotaur Joe. He's also got no story aside from the fact that he's an undefeated competitor in the Colosseum, but he's based on a Minotaur. I don't really know any way to add to that. During the fight, though, he drinks from these barrels, and for all I know, they're filled to the brim with Red Bull. I mean, they don't give him wings, but they definitely give him energy. There are two bosses left, the Dark Genie and the Black Knight Pendragon, and I won't talk about the Genie because it presents massive spoilers for the game, and I don't want to deal with that, but I will talk about Pendragon. So the Black Knight Pendragon is a bonus boss at the end of the bonus stage, the Demon Shaft, which is kind of ironic because the man for whom the boss is named for is supposed to be the pinnacle of morality, second only to Jesus Christ himself. The Black Knight rides a panther. Okay, then. I'm going to guess that his appearance is based on both Arthur and Lancelot. Lancelot is sometimes called the Black Knight or the Immoral Knight because of his shenanigans with Guinevere. So perhaps the knight isn't Arthur after all, but Lancelot. There is one more thing about this Dark Warrior. It's possible that he's the main character's father, the most powerful sword in the vanilla game, the Japanese version, is the Chronicle Sword, as the Demon Shaft isn't in the Japanese game. The Chronicle Sword is Tone's final weapon and the most powerful one he can get by building weapons up into it from other swords. The Chronicle 2, on the other hand, is the reward for defeating the Black Knight. Additionally, Steve, a weapon I'll probably talk about in a later video, implies to Zio that the Black Knight could be Tone's father, but there's no way to know for sure without talking to the actual writer. But that's all I've got on Dark Cloud for now, though I might build another episode on the enemies you can face in each dungeon. I might also talk about the story at some point in time, but with ample spoiler warnings before. Thanks very much, and if you liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. See ya next Friday.